In the Souls games, there are NPCs that can help you or hurt you in the games. With this in mind, I had an idea of how long in each Souls game and Eldener it would take me to legally commit mass murder. Now, first, you may ask, what is mass murder? Well, mass murder is the act of killing 3 people in a short period of time without any major breaks. So, with that in mind, guess which game takes the shortest to become a mass murderer in the comments? And also, like and subscribe so I can hit 300. Thanks, and let's get to the video. First up, Dark Souls 1. One of these games that I am not super comfortable with, but I still think it's good because Firelink Shrine, Oscar, and the Undead Merchant. So first thing, you have to start as Cleric for the Mace, which I just think is a superior weapon choice to start the game with, especially in Dark Souls 2, where it's one of the best early game weapons, until you're able to get the Rapier. Next, you have to choose Black Fire Bombs. You can name your character whatever you want. Then you have to run through the Asylum. Be sure not to kill the Asylum Demon with the Black Fire Bombs originally, because you don't need the Great Hammer for anything. And also, it's quicker to do the plunging attack than kill the Asylum Demon anyway. Next, you have to run the Oscar. Instead of talking to him, you can just kill him. He'll drop both the key and the Estus Flask. Next, you can go plunge attack the Asylum Demon with the mace, and then just hit him with 2 Black Fire Bombs, and then just run in for one final hit. Finally, you could run up to the bird to take you to Firelink. And then this Crestfallen guy is very, very overleveled for the time here. And even if you played perfectly, it would take a decent chunk of time. Almost half of the done speedrun. So the best way of doing it is if you trade hits with him, or just like hit him and then he starts to hit, roll away, he'll roll away too. If you do this with an area in like over at Perilous Fall, he would just kill himself. Finally, you just run over to the Berg, over to the Undead Merchant, throw 2 Black Fire Bombs to kill him, and this time, I'd say it's pretty good. But it could definitely be optimized, and at the end, when I compare the times, I'll show in more optimized time. But I didn't really want to compare the runs. Dark Souls 2. The one that I haven't played least, but I haven't played more than the other ones. It's the one that my most recent first playthrough was on this one. And I'm almost at... I just finished Broom Tower, so see if I can finish that pretty soon. But next, this one you have to pick Cleric. There's no starting moves of choice. And literally once you regain control of your character, there are 4 NPCs that you can kill. If you hit any of the hags, the maid attacks you. So I learned that the hard way when it started attacking me, but the mace is micro staggers for most NPCs, so that's pretty easy. Yeah, this time was definitely low, which doesn't really say much, because I think I could have gotten that better if I used a different weapon. The mace was good, but I probably could have been a weapon that did more damage or was able to kill 2 of them at once. I was kind of expecting this, but when I loaded in for this the first time, I genuinely thought it was going to have to run to Majula, which would have taken a lot longer because the NPCs there fight back, and they heal, and they're much more powerful. So, time for my favorite, Dark Souls 3 time. My favorite game of them all, even though I haven't played like as much as Elden, it is still my favorite of them. This is pretty easy. There's 3 NPCs that are practically only a couple hit, but they're locked behind an Exgundir. So the optimal strategy is to hold up your shield because it makes your hitbox smaller, so you don't get micro staggered by this one hollow. Next, you just have to run, take the lower path, unlike most speedruns, which will take the upper path and jump to get the Titanite Shard. But because we're not making it past Firelink, there's no need. So then, once we start an Exgundir, we do 5 light attacks, and then we just start attacking him. There's no rhythm I know for this fight. He's pretty easy. He's the tutorial boss. Just attack him. Honestly, should not be that tough. Next, I run over to Firelink Shrine. Now, this is where there's a bit of a gray area. All the NPCs that I covered before, they're fine. But this is where I get into a gray area. 2 of these NPCs respawn. I think it counts. I could kill Harkwood and the other two, Harkwood and the Master Swordsman, but I want to count Master Swordsman as an NPC. I think he's counted as a great enemy. Not a great enemy, felt like great enemies and like enemies that are so strong, like the Winged Knight from Lothric. So obviously, out of the 4 or 5, depending on if you count Master Swordsman, the Firekeeper, easy kill. The Cinder Lord, very easy kill. And finally, the Shrine Handmaiden. She's the one with the major gray area with Firekeeper, but I think I'll count it just for like the fun of it, because you kill them, like they're dead bodies now. So I mean, like, and they say like death dialogue. So I think I'll count it just so the video isn't just like annoyingly long for me to try to figure out how to kill Harkwood easily. Also, I forgot to mention I started as a cleric and choose back fire bombs to make it extremely easy. Final time, good. I felt like I made the least mistakes here, and this is almost as true to a true speedrun as I could get, other than the Gundyr fight. So, time for the game that has the most hours I have on it. Finally, we have Elden Ring. I have the most hours on this game, as I said before, but I kind of suck at it, so that kind of counts a bit. But, so this run starts as Vagabond, which is different than the Cleric I did for the rest of them, but I feel like Square Off's prayer for NPCs, the Mace probably would have been better, but Square Off is still super OP. Next, I run over to the Crimson Amber Medallion, which I start with, and I run, do the Greth the Science strat, where you go near the edge and then kill yourself the second you see your stamina bar moving. Remember, always be running. If you're walking, the stamina bar will never start moving, because walking doesn't consume stamina. Or roll, I guess, but running is always faster. Next, you run out of the tutorial. Obviously, take your flasks. Don't get graces, but don't rest at them, because you need them to tick the horse thing. I get the first grace, then I get the second grace, then the first NPC of 3. Obviously, there can be Vare, Kale, and I was going to do Rodrika, but she's protected because she's a upgrade like her, so I needed to kill Kenneth Haight. So I started off with killing Vare. The fight went fine, but they're a bit annoying because they've got 2 healing flasks, and it gives them Swarm of Flies, which my strategy, which I'll tell you a bit later, relies on him not using Swarm of Flies or his Flame Attack, because they're both long range attacks and waste a lot of time because I can't do anything about Swarm of Flies. It's practically an instant kill for me because he'll auto bleed me, then he'll run up to me while I'm trying to get it, like while I'm stunned by it, because I don't have the like hyper armor to get through it. One thing I don't like about this is I'm wearing Vagabond starting armor, pretty powerful armor, like decent armor, not super powerful armor, but medium armor. And the flower bouquet, Farah's flower bouquet, one of the worst weapons in the game, micro staggers me, so it can't even hyper armor. Quick, use my Ash of War. So I have to space out about double times the amount Square Off Charge R2 does, then wait for him to come to me while charging Square Off's Charge R2, and then hit him 3 times, which will lead to like a micro stagger on the first hit, and of the 3-hit combo, then hit him twice, then roll away. Repeat, hope he doesn't do Swarm of Flies. It's a lot more complicated than it should be, but that's just how it works, I guess. So, we're at the final stretch. Next, we go, or this is really, that's the hardest part. So then we run over to the Church of Hela, sneaking past the Tree Sentinel, because they'll just cause more problems of trying to kill Kale, because I kind of like corner him, because if Kale gets on his horse, he becomes a major pain. So you have to square off him twice to aggro him, and then just sit him in the corner, and then square off him to finish him. He almost got on the horse in my run, but he didn't really get much. Like through the animation before he died. Like I killed him after he finished the animation, he literally just died. It was really fun to watch, actually. So then, I run over to Melina, get my horse. Obviously, I don't level or change flasks. That'd be kind of a waste of time. And then, finally, I'm able to run over to Kenneth Haight and kick him 4 times to end this run. It's about a 9-minute run. Pretty long compared to, like, how quick it should be because you have Torrent. But you don't really use them much after you get him, because you only have to use him to get to Kind of Height. And I think there may be better routing, but this is the best one I could come up with. You may be able to kill the merchant near Coastal Cave, but I'm not sure if you need your horse for the Spirit Spring near Coastal Cave. So that's it. Let's compare them. So first, in last place, the one that takes the longest is obviously the one we just went over, Elden Ring, at about 9 minutes. Next, we have Dark Souls 1, purely because you need to kill the Undead Merchant 2. And then, just slightly shorter than Dark Souls 1, is Dark Souls 3, which you have to kill a Nyx Gundyr for. But you don't have to enter Hyrule of Lothric, because if you did, you'd have to go through Grey Route, which would be a major pain. Finally, I'm assuming, because there's only 4 of them, and I'm assuming you remember from like a minute ago, which one the final one is. The final one is Dark Souls 2, because you literally spawn next to 4 NPCs with your weapon. So I mean, like, that's pretty easy. Now remember to like, subscribe for more like this, and comment any other ideas for more videos like this across the trilogy.